Why did Jesus' disciples die for their belief in his divinity? Welcome to our exploration of one of the most profound events in Christian history, the martyrdom of Jesus' disciples for their unwavering belief in his divinity. This sacrifice raises an important question. Why did these early followers endure persecution and even death for their beliefs? Join us as we delve into the historical, theological, and psychological aspects of this poignant narrative. To understand the disciples' devotion, we must first explore the historical context of Jesus and his followers. Living in a tumultuous socio-political climate under Roman rule, early Christians faced skepticism, hostility, and risked their lives for their commitment to Jesus Christ. Their environment, dominated by Jewish traditions and Roman law, offered little support to new religious movements. Central to the disciples' mission was their belief in Jesus' resurrection and divinity. These teachings, revolutionary and radical, were the core of their new faith. The idea of God incarnate who had conquered death was not only spiritually affirming, but also challenged established religious norms. Before the resurrection, the disciples were a group of ordinary men, often fraught with doubt and fear. Through their encounters with the risen Christ, profound transformations took place. Peter, renowned for denying Christ, evolved into a bold leader. Paul, erstwhile a fierce persecutor, became a passionate apostle. These changes attest to the deep impact and authenticity of their experiences. The presence of the risen Christ reshaped the disciples' faith and purpose. Scripture recounts multiple appearances of Jesus after his resurrection, providing the disciples with evidence of his victory over death. These first-hand experiences bolstered their conviction and gave them the courage needed to spread his teachings despite the consequences. In the face of pervasive skepticism and deadly opposition, the disciples' belief solidified. Their faith fueled their determination to preach the gospel, showing that their commitment stemmed from a genuine conviction that Jesus was indeed the Son of God. With growing influence came persecution. Roman and Jewish authorities viewed the disciples' teachings as subversive threats. The disciples were ridiculed, imprisoned, and tortured for defying societal norms and religious doctrines. Yet they persisted, driven by what they had witnessed and learned. The ultimate test of their faith was martyrdom. Many disciples, including Peter and James, faced execution for refusing to renounce their beliefs. Their deaths were not isolated incidents, but part of a broader pattern of persecution against early Christians. Martyrdom became a powerful testament to their conviction. Psychologists argue that individuals are unlikely to knowingly die for a lie. This perspective supports arguments for the disciples' unwavering belief in the truth of Jesus' resurrection. Such a level of sacrifice proves significant when considering the authenticity of their faith. Christian apologetics uses the disciples' martyrdom as evidence of their genuine belief. The argument suggests that their willingness to face death indicates the authenticity of their conviction and thus the veracity of Jesus' resurrection. Their sacrifices offer compelling proof to believers and skeptics alike about the core of the Christian faith. The martyrdom of the disciples was pivotal in shaping early Christian communities. Their sacrifices not only solidified the movement, but spurred its growth across diverse regions. The unwavering dedication of these early followers laid a strong foundation for Christianity's eventual rise. While their actions influenced communities, the disciples' faith was also intensely personal. Their spiritual journeys and transformations underscore the power of personal conviction, illustrating how deeply held beliefs can inspire great feats of courage and endurance. The disciples' unwavering commitment offers valuable lessons for modern believers. Their sacrifices underscore the importance of faith in the face of adversity. Their story encourages contemporary Christians to stand firm in their beliefs and draw strength from their spiritual convictions. The disciples left an indelible mark that continues to shape faith practices today. Their bold testimony and sacrifices resonate with believers, serving as a powerful reminder of the strength and resilience found in unwavering faith and dedication. Skeptics often question the validity of the disciples' faith. Addressing these arguments is crucial to understanding the full narrative. Despite skepticism, the historical evidence and psychological arguments provide a strong case for the sincerity of their beliefs. Numerous historical documents support the accounts of the disciples' martyrdom. Early Christian texts and external sources attest to their sacrifices, adding credibility to the narrative and reinforcing the importance of their faith to Christianity's history. Theological reflections on the disciples' martyrdom view their sacrifices as confirmation of the divine truth they professed. Their deaths became symbolic of ultimate faith, affirming beliefs in the resurrection and divinity of Jesus Christ within Christian theology. The narrative of the disciples' sacrifices has a lasting cultural impact, influencing religious practices and philosophies. Their story of unwavering belief continues to inspire faith communities worldwide, bridging historical acts of courage with modern spiritual journeys. Martyrdom in Christianity symbolizes absolute conviction. The disciples' willingness to lay down their lives illustrates the depth of their faith, embodying principles of selflessness and devotion that inspire spiritual introspection and commitment. Comparing the disciples to other historical figures who died for their beliefs highlights their uniqueness. Their sacrifices, driven by witnessed truths, distinguish their narrative from others grounded in ideology or abstract conviction. The disciples' experiences exemplify the power of faith in building human resilience. Their ability to endure suffering and face death underscores a profound strength derived from deeply rooted spiritual convictions. This historical narrative holds modern relevance, encouraging believers to reflect on their faith. The story of the disciples inspires contemporary Christians to stand firm in their beliefs amidst challenges and to draw from the same well of spiritual strength. Reflecting on the disciples' journey offers insights into early Christianity's development and the enduring nature of faith. Their historical narrative reveals universal themes of belief, sacrifice, and dedication that continue to resonate through the ages. Exploring the disciples' sacrifices provides an in-depth look at belief as a transformative and motivating force. Their story exemplifies the unbelievable potential of human capacity when fueled by a conviction believed to be anchored in truth. The strength of the early Christian community played a significant role in nurturing and sustaining the disciples' faith. This sense of unity and purpose underscores the importance of community in supporting individual and collective spiritual journeys. Even heroes of faith faced doubts. The disciples' ability to confront and overcome uncertainty serves as an eternal reminder that doubts, when navigated faithfully, can lead to deeper understanding and stronger conviction. Miracles played a pivotal role in affirming the disciples' faith. Witnessing and performing acts deemed miracles bolstered their belief, serving as divine affirmations of their mission and strengthening their resolve to preach the gospel. In conclusion, the disciples' martyrdom is not just a story of sacrifice, but a testament to the profound impact of spiritual conviction. Their faith has laid the bedrock for Christian teachings, offering an enduring narrative of hope, sacrifice, and ultimate devotion. We invite you to reflect on your own beliefs and convictions. The journey of the disciples reminds us of the power and resilience inherent in faith, encouraging personal exploration and strengthening of spiritual foundations. Thank you for joining us in uncovering the story of Jesus' disciples. May their unwavering commitment inspire you to explore the depths of your faith and the incredible potential of belief. Stay blessed and stay curious.